Alright, so I just finished filming last week's episode. Let's cut this thing up. So this is the 2004 CRV that I've been working with the last couple of weeks. So I've ripped out all the interior. I have stripped as much wiring as I can to keep it all running and driving. Got a back seat, it's a front seat currently. And today I'm going to rip the doors off, the tailgate off, and cut this thing down and make it a convertible. So I'm going to move it over there to the front of the shed and get started. And just to prove that it does work, I'll sit in this back seat very awkwardly. Full reach on the clutch, which is awesome. Start her up, put it in gear, and away we go. So I'd like to park this out at the front of the shed so that I can get access to the tools and stuff and cut this thing right up. Somewhere there, back it up a little bit. Right there sounds good. And the dash still works, which is excellent. Alright, I'm going to start pretty quickly. Just going to take these doors off, take the bonnet off, probably take the tail light and the tailgate, then the other doors on the other side and the other tail light. So I'll just chuck you guys on hyperlapse and we'll get going. Alright, now with all of that out of the way, it's time to cut this roof off. So I want to try and not smash a window. This one's already broken, but I don't want glass everywhere. So I'm actually going to cut through the cow panel here, and then through the A-pillar underneath the windscreen, and then I'll cut across the B-pillar down the bottom somewhere, and then straight through here, just probably sneak up above the fuel cap, and then through the back here. Let's get to it, I guess. Does anyone want a rear quarter before I start? No? Okay, let's cut it up. Alright, that took nearly an hour just to cut through the A-pillar underneath the windscreen, across the cow panel and underneath the A-pillar on the other side. So, B-pillars and then the rear quarters. So, should speed up a whole lot now because that took forever. So hopefully the back half isn't as bad and takes a whole lot less time. We'll see. $50 minutes to cut through the A-pillars, 3 minutes to cut through that. Let's try this back quarter. So for that one dude that said this was a waste of a quarter panel, you're probably right. I'll cut it slightly differently. Sorry, I slipped. Alright, I'm pretty sure the roof is all cut off. I'm going to try and lift it off and get it next to the car, or behind the car probably. Let's see how we go. That's really heavy. I'm not sure I'm going to do this. Right on time it started raining. Right, well that sucked, but the CRV is chopped up, roof is off, reasonably clean. Didn't munch the roof when I rolled it over because I was trying not to roll it over, but it all looks okay. That's me done for now. It is raining and I don't want to stand in the rain and get colder, so that'll do for now. Alright, the CRV Cabriolet seems to be doing pretty well, so I'm going to remove all this stuff now and just clean up a bit, and then I'll get back onto that this afternoon. Alright, it's a new day on the CRV Cabriolet go-kart. Jackson's here, he's going to chuck a muffler on his car because he's sick of the redback one we installed, or the glass pack cherry bomb. So I'm going to start nipping away at this and just take away as much steel as I can. Keeping the tubs intact and the rear structure so I can adapt it later if I need to. And then I want to get the rear bumper off, the tow bar, some of the exhaust and the side steps as well. So I'm just going to strip all of this, and then when Jackson's done I can put the CRV in here and focus on that wiring and try and keep it dry because it's currently got soaked and I had to drill drain holes. There's no drain holes in the floor of this that I can find. So I'll start chipping away. Jackson will work on his car, and I'll update you in an hour or so. Jackson has removed his rear muffler, which is a little tiny one, which is over there. So the obligatory startup. Harley, come here. You wanna be deaf and stupid, bud? And you'll be like me. That's enough of that. What are we doing, Jackson? Or what are you doing?
Well, I'm replacing this, which we put on there nearly 2 years ago.
Because you're growing up now.
Back with this, yeah, because I'm 31, not a P-plater anymore. Not that I was a P-plater 2 years ago, but I certainly acted like it.
Alright, so I'm going to call this corner good for now. So that's all cut back, cut around the fuel filler. Need to cut up this side a bit more and get the plastic trim off over the wheel arch. And then at the back, just going to get the tow bar off. I'm probably going to take some of the exhaust off, and then I want to cut this corner and trim it all down as well. So just going to start at this back bit and work my way forwards. After struggling for a very long 5 minutes, he's ready. He's ready to try it. That's scary quiet. That's weird. It is still good. Yeah, that's just going to intake. Get out of here. All chopped down, so cut the B pillars down, cut all the C pillar and stuff off, trimmed off as much on the back as I can. So I still need to take the tow bar off, some of the exhaust, the side steps, and then the plastic that goes along the top of the side step and the wheel arch. So that'll be the back half done, and then at the front there's some wiring to tidy. I want to take out the heater box and all that sort of stuff, and whatever else I can remove up front here, because we're pretty much done. And Jackson's pretty much finished with his exhaust, just giving it a bit of a polish now. Back to stock, and it's super quiet. Alright, so we've got the side steps off, got the plastic off, cut the exhaust off. Still got a little bit more to take off, but it's still under there. And we've got the tow bar out. Just need to take these plates off the top, and then we've got a full tow bar kit for a CRV. Everything's all trimmed up, so once I get the exhaust out, those two plates, then I can vacuum everything, finish up that wiring, put a seat back in it, and give it a launch. Alright, so I chopped the exhaust off just behind the cat at the front because that's got sensors in it. So all of the back half is removed, the tow bar's removed, the plates are removed, the little cross tubes are removed, side steps, vacuumed, tidied the wiring so I can actually get in it. Just need to put a seat in this thing, but I need to move it, and this will be the first start without an exhaust. So I'm going to hand you over to Jackson and we'll start it up. This counts as gardening, right? Alright, this stump is the only thing we didn't pull out when I moved in the backyard. So we're going to give it a go with the CRV Cabriolet and see if we can pull it out. Alright, so this is probably not going to work either, but I ripped the bolt straight out, which kind of I expected, but that should hold. Let's give it another go. I hope you enjoyed this episode of El Jefe's Shop Shop. I know I sure did. The CRV Cabriolet will make a return at some point. But for now, I'm going to go.